Hey guys, it's Amy. Welcome to Become Your Own Favorite Chef. So lately I've been putting out all these healthy recipes and finally I just need a break. I really started craving chocolate for like all week. And when I'm really needing something sweet and chocolatey and decadent, I actually go back to my childhood favorite food ever, puppy chow. Some of you might know this is Muddy Buddies. However, the recipe that my mom taught me when we were growing up is way better than the recipes you can find online for Muddy Buddies. This puppy chow has a lot more peanut butter to chocolate ratio. It's got a lot more powdered sugar. It's just perfect. And so I learned to cook this when I was in elementary school. I would bring it to class all the time. I remember eating an entire thing of this with friends on study nights in high school and college. I mean, this is like every year of my life I've enjoyed this at least 10 times. And I still bring it to potlucks and parties and people love it every time. It's a complete classic and it's really easy to make. So let's get started. Okay, the first step to this process is to melt 1 stick of butter. Once it's melted, I'm going to add 2 full cups or about 12 ounces of chocolate chips. Now these are milk chocolate. Semi-sweet chocolate would be fine too. And I've got this heat on medium. You can leave it on medium as long as you constantly stir. We don't want to burn our chocolate. Once the chocolate's almost melted, we're going to add 2 full cups of peanut butter. I used to make this with creamy peanut butter, but then one day I needed this. I was craving it again, and all I had was crunchy, so I made it with crunchy, and it was actually delicious. It added a little extra texture. So right now, I'm doing half creamy and half crunchy, just to have a little fun with it. Feel free to use whichever one you prefer. We're going to stir this continually until everything is perfectly smooth. Now see how smooth and perfect that chocolate is? You do see some lumps, but that's just the peanuts I used. If you use a creamy peanut butter, there should be no lumps once it's ready. Next step, once the chocolate and peanut butter mixture is ready, I'm taking a 14-ounce thing of corn checks. I like the corn checks as opposed to rice checks better because they're a little crunchier than the rice checks. Now, what we're going to do here is fold in this chocolate and peanut butter mixture with our cereal. And a lot of people will just put the whole cereal in and then put all the chocolate on the top. And you have to stir it so much that it really crunches up your cereal. So what I like to do is put just a drizzle between each layer. And this is going to minimize all the stirring that we have to do, so that we'll have full pieces of cereal left when we're done. It's prettier that way and easier to eat. All right, now we can pour the rest. If you could smell this, it smells so good, like a big Reese's. Okay, now we're going to gently fold the cereal in our sauce. Be gentle, you don't want to break up the cereal too much. Once everything looks evenly coated, we're ready for our final step. This last part's the fun part. This is what all the kids love. After all your cereal's mixed up well, you could use a real trash bag, which I prefer, or a smaller version, or a paper bag works well. I'm going to dump the cereal into the trash bag. You'll see why. Looks real enticing to eat right now, let me tell you. Next up, I'm going to dump 3 whole cups of powdered sugar into the bag with it. One hand is a little hard. Okay. Next up, close your bag tightly. I like to twist it and just shake it up. Once you've done this for a little bit, check and make sure that was enough sugar. I like mine to look really white. I think it's prettier. If you're going for more of the muddy buddy look, that's about all the powdered sugar you want. It's delicious, but it doesn't look as pretty. It's a little dingy. That's my personal preference. I'm going to add some more powdered sugar. Maybe another cup, cup and a half. And shake it all up one more time. Okay, once you're done shaking, I like to put out some wax paper and carefully dump your puppy chow onto that table and let it cool. Also, this lets you see if there are any big clumps that you could break up and kind of roll them around in that excess sugar if you're a little OCD like I am. Alright, I'm going to let this cool for about 5 minutes and then it'll be perfect and ready to eat. I hope you guys enjoyed this recipe as much as I do. Don't eat it all at once, and thanks for watching.
Hey Amy, what's for dinner?
I'm just eating puppy chow.
That's not dinner.
It's got protein in it. You'll be fine.